Now, when you indicated that the Laramie Project is about the interviews that the theater company did in Laramie after Matthew Shepard was killed, is it the focus? Are they able to take the focus away from the gay issue and make it on, more generally on hate or lack of tolerance of differences that some people have?
I believe so. I mean, it's definitely an issue because of Matthew Shepard, the homosexuality issue, but it really, what ends up happening with the play is an overall message of acceptance and and against discrimination against anyone because they might be different from you. And the other thing that's interesting about it is that the characters in the play are all real people, and some of them, because it's Wyoming, people will know the characters in the play. And so it's really personal to Wyoming, because we know some of these people. And but then also it's not just about Wyoming, it's about America, and it's about the whole world. So I think that's another thing to keep in mind is that, no one's trying to point a finger at Wyoming or something. We're talking about all human beings.
Now, Max, you indicated that you'd put on or participated in presenting the Laramie Project in your home state. Was that like last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 years ago.
A couple of years ago. So has there been any kind of follow-up on that? I mean, did you just go and present it and, okay, you presented it and then people forgot about it? Or was there any residual influence that the presentation had in the community that you put it on in?
I don't know. That's kind of a difficult question in that I think it's still talked about, and especially in the members of the cast, there was a lot of discussion.
Was it mostly an Idaho cast, local cast?
It was totally local cast. Okay. It was through my high school. So within the cast, there was a lot of discussion, a lot of thought about what it meant to the community, and the community really enjoyed it. And I think it got some people to think a lot. And I don't know how residual it is still now.
You did it as a high school project.
I did it as a high school project. But then that kind of discussion within the cast is what really interested me in this project. In moving, I found that discussion really helpful and enlightening. And I wanted to move that discussion from just the cast to an entire community.
Okay. Looks like we got a call for you. Stick the headphones on there and see what our caller has to say. Thanks for calling. Do you have a question for our guest?
Yes, I do. Thank you. First, I wanted to say thank you very much for doing this project. A lot of people were apprehensive many years ago when the AIDS quilt came in, but it creates a very good discussion, so I appreciate you doing that. When is the play? Where is it going to be at? And just the basic information like that. Thank you. I'll hang up and listen.
Okay.
The play will be.
Yeah, we don't want to forget that, do we?
No. The play will be at the Carriage House Theater July 19th, 20th, 21st, 26th, 27th, and 28th at 8 o'clock p.m. And then we have on the 22nd, we have a matinee at 3 o'clock p.m. Tickets go on sale May 9th and can be purchased in advance at the bookshop.
May 9th.
July
9th.
Okay, yeah.
And can be purchased at the bookshop.
You're just testing me to see whether I'm paying attention.
Exactly.
See if I was falling asleep over here. Okay, and again, there will be starting on Thursday, July 19th, and running for 4 days with a matinee on Sunday, and then the following Thursday, 26th of July, running through Saturday, 8 p.m. presentations.
Yep.
Okay, we need to take one break before the top of the hour, and we're going to do that right now, and then we'll be back with our guests talking about the Laramie Project, Grace Cannon and Max Hershenow. You're listening to Public Pulse on News Talk 930 KROE Sheridan. Okay, welcome back to Public Pulse, sponsored by Coffee and Dino and Repair. Again, our guests, Grace Cannon and Max Hershenow, who are here to present the Laramie Project, which will be taking place up at the Carriage House Theater, and it'll be starting on Thursday, July 19th at 8 p.m., running for 4 days. But on the 22nd, Sunday, there will be a 3 o'clock matinee, and that will be followed by a community discussion, and then there will be the following week, starting Thursday the 26th, again at 8 p.m. for 3 evenings. For Thursday, Friday, Saturday will be presentations, and you can get tickets starting the 9th of July, and I assume at the door?
Right.
Okay. But you can get them ahead of time at the bookshop and the Tumbleweed Smoothie Shop. Right.
Right.
Now, you anything else you want to talk about the community discussion?
We can just talk about it a little more. As we said earlier, we wanted the topic to be a little more broad and less focused on the play, but the topic being what is the community's responsibility in preventing hate. And we'll have a panel, and anyone in the community is welcome to come be an audience member and raise issues.
Now, how much do you, when you put on a play like this, do you change it or adapt it to, well, just adapt it?
Very little. I mean, you're not really allowed to. So anything you do, you have to be kind of breaking your contract with
Okay.
whatever your script service is.
Right. So what, is there anything particular you think folks are going to have a strong reaction to?
I think it's being in Wyoming and having people know some of the characters from the play, and the actors themselves not knowing the characters that they're playing, or not knowing the people that they're playing. Sometimes it's interesting to see like some people's interpretations of what they've said in creating a whole nother personality from these same words.
Now, all the people in the play Matthew Shepard's not in the play because he's dead.
Right.
And what about the two individuals that killed him?
They aren't interviewed, but they use like transcripts from their confessions and their court trials in the play.
Okay. And are the individuals that are in the play, do you use the real names of the folks that were interviewed in Laramie, or are they the names changed to disguise them? So they...
No, they have the real names in there. I mean, there's a couple characters that are anonymous that asked not to have their names.
But they don't change the names
No.
of some of the folks to do that.
No.
Almost no one.
Yeah.
Okay. When you did you have much trouble getting it done at your high school?
No, less than we expected again.
It was sponsored by the high school, right?
It was sponsored by the high school, surprisingly, considering it's a fairly conservative school district. But the director really pushed for it, and it the same thing that happened here. We had an enormous amount of.
Isn't that kind of an
support.
oxymoron?
What?
Conservative school district in Idaho. Are there any liberal school districts in Idaho?
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway, sorry. But did you have much trouble?
No, we had a lot of support, the same as here, which, yeah, I suppose that's a great thing.
Yeah, but here you're not being sponsored by a elected public officials.
Right.
Sometimes school districts, not to say that this one would be different, but might react differently than if you're just putting on independently.
Well, the thing about the Laramie Project is there's really no reason to, because it simply discusses these issues and puts them out on the table, but it doesn't. It does not have an agenda, so there's no reason that it shouldn't be performed, because there's nothing inappropriate about it.
And it's already really sparked a lot of discussion. And it seems
here in Sheridan?
Yeah,
Okay.
Here in Sheridan. And it seems that it's something that people don't talk about, but it's something that people almost want to talk about. And I've had a lot of really neat conversations with people, and people have really good thoughts, and it's really positive, and it's a very hopeful experience.
Okay. Grace Cannon and Max Hershenow, thanks for being our guest on Public Pulse. Good
Thank
luck with
you.
the Laramie
Thank you very
Project.
much.
Again, it will start on Thursday, July 19th, and running for 4 days, and following week, Thursday, July 26th, running for 4 days. You're listening to Public Pulse on News Talk 930 KROE Sheridan.